All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Laura Plays Go. Um, Today's been a bit of a day, long day, so I'm glad we can take some time to sit down and play some Go. I've been a bit busy lately, so it's been difficult to record videos. This 3, 4, or what was this? 4, 5, 3, 5 point is a bit interesting, but nothing to throw ourselves through a loop at the moment. Let me see if I can. I need to turn on the uh oh, what do they call it? Like transparency mode? Ambient sound, that's what we call it. Ah, okay, this one space jump. Okay, so there are a couple of things. I've been studying a little bit about this E5 move, but it's been a little bit while now, so maybe not the best one for today. But otherwise, there's this invasion, and that I have reviewed more recently, and I'm kind of willing to try it out a little bit. So let's give it a shot. So that's to be expected, and then we will play over here, and then we'll see which direction he blocks. So then E2 is a normal way to block, one of the two options. So I'll connect. Okay, connects this way. So basically what this means is that the AI has shown us that you can play F2 and get this extension at K3. So this isn't as good as it used to be, but at the same time, you need to know how to deal with the corner, and I don't have a lot of practice with that. So we're going to try it out today. I'm going to play this knight's move. And then, what? I expected him to play b6. This is weird. I didn't expect that. Uh, so I wonder if I can play this knight's move because uh, can he do some kind of like the issue is that this knight's move can become too thin. So say he attaches and attaches here, then he can't play c5. So maybe he has to try a different move order. So maybe like b4, I cut it off. He cuts me, and then if I just connect, that seems to be okay. I mean, I'm thinking as well, you saw that I'm thinking about this diagonal. Hane, block, Atari connects, and then maybe they extend. So I think that I can get flattened if I do that. That being said, it feels a bit unsafe, but I read that it's okay, so I'm gonna just trust my intuition on this. Um, yeah, and this pushing, I mean, it's probably good for me, so I'm just gonna keep going. So I have a lot of territory if he doesn't manage to cut me. Ah, and here we can try new moves. So this I have also studied more recently, so we're good to play something that's fun. I mean, technically, I think that playing this enclosure is already a little bit bad direction because C8 doesn't really get to develop. The AI probably wouldn't think it's so bad, but yeah, so if I play this F16, then F17 is trying to develop this side of the board. I can try and attach here, but I think I'll leave that for later. For now, I want to make sure that he isn't able to approach over here or something to that extent. I can also consider enclosing, but of course there are a lot of choices at the moment, so you can basically just do what you want. Um, so far, I'd say this game is going okay. We'll see how it develops. This is a third line stone, which I can try and keep low, but I don't think white can really make a big area here. I mean, sure, he can play this kind of box shape by jumping, but white isn't necessarily going to be automatically ahead just for playing that. So I'm not going to get too panicked about that. I'm just going to enclose over here and see what they do next. Yeah, okay. So I think the normal thing to do is to pincer. You can also consider playing moves like S16. Um, but yeah, given that we have this enclosure over here, I think this pincering makes more sense. I hope you guys are enjoying that I have my new can I highlight it? No, it doesn't see my cursor, does it? I have my new profile picture here. I got that from um playing at UCL a couple weeks ago. My fiance was very lucky, was very kind so as to take a picture for me. So I'm really grateful for her for that. Um, so I can try and kick here. I think that's kind of a normal response. White will respond, and then maybe I can like play over here, or I can just play over here right away. But this will leave the peep open. So if white peeps, I'll connect. They'll come back, and then I'll turn, and it's still okay. But you know, they get some moves. Um, because if they descend, like I just worry that like this kick doesn't like really defend the corner, so I don't really know if I really want to play it. One thing to keep in mind is if they peep, I block, they come out, I can play this peep here, and because I have R9, that might be annoying. So I'm just gonna play over here because I'm more sure about these variations. I'm just on the cusp of one dan on KGS at the moment, so if I beat this opponent, then I think I might actually get one dan. Um, yeah, I also managed. I think did I mention that I got four dan on Fox? So yeah, things are real, and also on 101 Weichi, I managed to beat the 3Q Guan. So yeah, a lot of things are moving up for me. It's been really enjoyable. I hope that I can apply it to OGS as well. Um, So I think the most common thing is to play either this Knight's move or R3 is perhaps a little bit uh, not the best. You can also consider S4, and then there'll be Hane, cut, Atari, cut, capture, and then white will live in the corner, but then the outside stones are damaged. But the issue with playing this Tiger's Mouth is white will push Hane and then clamp, and then I descend, and then R2 is Sente, I connect, and then they'll have a way out. So it's not necessarily the best way to play. Mm, I'm not quite sure. I mean, R3 will probably like most solidly take the corner. The best that I can do is play like R3, Hane, connect, descend, So, but at the same time, it feels very like, I don't know, cowardly. So I'm going to play the Knight's move, even though I think there might be some issues with it. White might try to point them out to me right now. So what I'm going to aim to do is I'm going to aim normally when this shoulder hit happens, and then white pushes. H16 is the most normal move, but you can also attach at C15. And so that's my plan. I guess you can also play H16, and if white decides to play any move, so like by wedging, you can just come to H17, and as they cut and just sacrifice a stone, and you can build an area here. Uh, let's see. If I get this Hane in, then I think I threaten these stones, and then I think a lot of the issues go away. I think next what might happen is white might attach at Q2. If I step back, then I'm not going to have enough. I'm not going to have two eyes even. Whereas if I Hane on the other side, maybe they'll step in, and then if I have to connect, then they'll be able to cut me off. So if they step in, I have to connect, then they cut me, but then I can play something like S2. So I don't think that's such a big deal. The best I can do is maybe like P2, I block, and then, I don't think that's fully a live shape in the corner. So I guess the best thing to do will just be to come out. I can get this T4 move in, but it might just make white stronger as well. So let's just play this way. So if I block, if he comes in deeper, then I'll Hane on this side. But if he steps back, well, then I can just keep going, I think. Yep. So getting this move might be interesting now. I imagine just coming out. Because you can try and live locally, but normally if you just live locally, that's not a great result. You normally just want to come out and then only live as soon as you need to. Meanwhile, this group isn't alive here, so that's something to keep in mind as well. Um, it means that black isn't as weak as they look. So we read these kinds of things out. If he cuts, then I can come down, or even if he plays this way, and then turn, come over here, but then Atari, right? So here, this one. Yeah, it's quite a troublesome move, isn't it? So let's play over here. I'm not sure if that's the best way to play, but... Hmm. Oh, that's quite interesting. So this way will become Ko, which I don't want. And if I turn this way, then it's Atari. And if I play this nose attachment, this turning here is Atari. Hmm. And I don't really want to play the Ko. Ah, it's quite painful. So if I turn Atari, this one, he'll have to respond. It's quite annoying. I don't think I can prevent a Ko. Okay, well, might as well get something. So what now? Oh, it's not even Ko. Oh, they're so strong. They're so strong. Oh my goodness. Ah, messed that one up royally. Well, all we can do is just jump out, make shape. That's unfortunate, but maybe let's not give up the game yet. The game's not over. I can try and double Hane, let me think. Or I can try cut as well, but double Hane, I think the issue is that I'm a bit weak, so I shouldn't go too crazy. But is it too passive? Does white have weaknesses? Not really, because they captured this. So unless like this R6 is a weakness, yeah. Just be patient. At least I'm making shape. And maybe this cut's more interesting now. Hmm. But how does white attack? White needs to like press, but there's space over here and come from this direction, so I don't think white can really attack this anymore. So I'm gonna Tanuki. I really want to play this move, but this C8 doesn't have a lot of development. I think there's more over here. So I'm gonna play this one. I also played a game this morning which went really well, but I didn't actually review that game, so I should get back to it eventually. Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. Yeah, reduction move makes sense. I guess the best thing to do is just jump, do something with these stones. I can't really attack them because it's not like I was going to make territory here. I can consider cutting this. That might be interesting. So if I peep at this and they don't, then I can play something like M15. That might be interesting. Otherwise, I can still play here. Let's try it out. Yeah, this is so common. Oh, that's oh, okay. So play over here. Uh-huh. So these stones aren't really under attack. I can try and cut here, but I don't think that's a good idea. Um, because I can't like attack over here. Just make profit. Let's try and see if we can make this heavy. Interesting. Oh, I want to peep again. But yeah, I think I just got a review and they said and the reviewer said, oh, you know, if you peep like this, it removes the cutting point, so maybe you want to use the cut instead. Hmm. Well, just attack it. We'll see what happens. Interesting. Not a lot of great shapes. I don't know. Should I respond, really? Not really. No, I don't think so. I think what makes more sense is to, like, strengthen this perimeter, probably. Even peeping here still could still be annoying. They want to come break through here, I think. That's the plan. So if I just strengthen it somehow. Okay, I'm going to play here after all. It doesn't feel quite right, but I'm giving it a try. This guy might win. He's quite good. Peep this, because now there's more possibility for shape. And I can't really kill this, so I shouldn't try too hard, I think. Although, and those are the famous last words, there are cuts. It looks annoying. Let's have some fun. Let's see, can I cover him like this? So he tries to poke, and then they're like cut. Um, yeah, and so here, I can't try and protect this stone now because it's too weak over here. So if I come out this way, how does the ladder work? The ladder works for me, so that's nice. And the ladder doesn't work for them, so... And these stones here, not the strongest in the world. I assume that this will be okay on its own. Um, I don't know, I feel a bit thin. I'm kind of doing a lot at once, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to pull this off. So I can't do more. I can't, like, move further because Atari here... Oh, that's not Atari, okay. But still, it doesn't feel great, so I'll just extend. Okay. He can try and capture those. I can capture this cutting stone here, but I don't think this is a big area, so I can try and just keep him unsettled. Or maybe the turn over here is pretty good because these stones become quite weak, and I can probably profit over here. Like, you can imagine that after I turn, if I play something like E13, that might be annoying. If I play here, cut, extend, then they have to play over here. At least I can connect up here, which looks like that might be okay. Strengthen this group. So Atari. But of course, maybe not even responding. Yeah. Got to keep these connected, but I can sense this is getting weak. But I can't leave this cutting stone. But also I can't really kill white, I think. Like, if I play here, he'll descend. And... If I capture, there's this Atari, and then I can cut here. So if I play here, he descends, capture here, and then this one. And then it will become some kind of ko here. Okay, let's just connect. I don't think I can fight this, really. I've been winning a lot of my games lately, so it's good for me to lose some. Because that's how you learn. There's no other way. As much as we all wish there were. There might be a attachment that they could play over here. I could come this way because I just want to keep the pressure up on these stones. What is happening here? Okay, that just didn't work at all. This is what I was expecting them to do. Let's see, so here, yeah, this cut gets annoying, so we'll just play over here now. Oh no, come on, really? If I just push, I can just swallow this. I'm gonna play here. Yeah. And then here. Wow. They're gonna run out of liberties or something like that. This is a lot. Or maybe they can cut through. But also, if they cut, they're also short of liberties. Okay. But I am kind of responding to them without reading, so maybe this will work out somehow. I definitely want to respond, though. Say if I play here, so cut Atari here, and then I have to play here, there. So I need one of these moves. If I play here, he'll descend. So yeah, this seems to be the best way. Or over here. If I play here, no, seems to be better. But I'm going to be running short on liberties a bit. But I can capture this stone here, which is important to remember. In fact, if I had remembered that earlier, I probably didn't have to make such bad shape. But yeah, I was aiming to recording more. I was aiming to record more videos, but I couldn't really get around to them. I know that it's better to make shorter videos, but it's been difficult. So what I'm gonna do is I have this capture. So throw in capture well, it's not Atari. Take liberty away, connect, take liberty away, and then I'd have to connect. Um, so I think the main thing is that I might run out of eyes here, but they're also getting a bit weird on the inside. So we're gonna play over here, see what happens. I think I might also be able to play G4 later if I have enough stones, because yeah, they can sacrifice or whatever. Okay, I might even be able to net this. I don't think this is looking good for him, but maybe he can use the shortage of liberties to something, like it's getting difficult. Maybe he can live on the inside, I'm not quite sure. Here we go! So I block here, I play over here, Atari. Can't keep it all, can I? Which is kind of fair enough. I don't think I really expect that I can. But what if I connect here, and then if he tries to connect, I don't block him, and I just play this Atari? Because if he saves these, if he's still dead on the inside, it's not a big deal. And I can always... And there seems to be a lot going on here. I think I can do it. So I'm just going to play, I want to play the connect. So here, extend, here, connect, and I can't, there would might have been a no Sasuji, but not really. So I'm going to play this way. It's been a pretty interesting game. It'll be a good one to review. These are the kinds of games I need to play to improve, I think. Okay, so I have to do something here now. Because I'll have a shortage of liberties here, so I need to like connect or capture. I'll just capture here. Even though they can do a lot of fancy stuff, seems safe enough. Okay, fancy move. Here, oh, let me think. That looks like that's captured, like immediately. Right? Like Atari, extend, Atari, connect, Atari, doesn't. So this just dies? Okay. Is there a shortage of liberties somewhere that I didn't see? He's about to be quite annoyed, I think. So like on the one hand, they read quite well, but on the other hand, maybe not so much. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. All right. If I step in here, that might be good. Say I capture, he'll make an eye here, and then I can step in, and that'll be 2 eyes for him. If I play over here, he'll connect, and I can't. So this way he can live, I think. So capture this way. That's Sente. I'll capture this. Yeah. And he's alive. So I guess the only thing is how much... So if he extends here, how much trouble am I in? How much trouble? I can play over here, but there's no big threat, is there? I guess there's like this group, but it seems to be quite alive. I want to move like this diagonal here, or doing something with these stones. These stones are connected here, so they're probably safe. I don't have to worry about them necessarily right now. There are these moves, but I need to know if white extends here, what's going on? Can I make 2 eyes? So like this will be Sente. Then I can play over here, but not quite because he can play some moves to falsify this eye. So I think this one's quite important, unfortunately. But I have a lot of strength here, and if I make moves, then I might be able to kill this group here. Yeah. But it's not the biggest concern right now, I think. Besides, maybe I need to capture that stone. Here. Let's see now. So I can make at least 1 eye here. And then duck, duck. I think I can make another one here easily. Easily. Oh, I can even connect over here. It's fine. So, how can I ask the best question about this? Yeah, this group here also isn't alive, so let's give it a shot. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but it's my best guess. Okay. I think that's a good exchange for black. Hmm. Pretty annoying. If I connect. I definitely can't do it this way because there's a cut. So I guess I'd rather play the ko. Yeah, cut. So here, connect, and then unless I can like capture in this way. Oh, this ko is quite dangerous for white, I think. It's really dangerous. It's quite uncomfortable. Hmm. You'll be able to save this, but can you save the other side? It'll become another ko, won't it? Or maybe if I play here. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's a ko threat. Yeah, he noticed it. So, okay, now. So now I can block him here. And now, how can I make sure he doesn't make two eyes here? If I just play some moves. I'm just wondering about this placement. Descending, coming up, and then needs to wedge. And then Atari connect, turn. Okay, that looks like Lone Liberties. And if he connects this one, Hane, cut, then I have more liberties. So let's play this move first, just in case. And he has to respond, or else he won't have two eyes here. Oh, whoops. And then this one. And that looks dead to me. If that's dead, I think white's ahead. Oh, super interesting. Here. Doesn't get more liberties, though, does it? Connect. It's still the same problem. I don't envy him. Yeah. But then, literally, like... Resigned. Yeah. Got it back, clutched it back from the jaws of defeat. So yeah, I'll review the game, and I'll see you all in a moment. Alright, it's getting a bit late, so best just bust this review out and then head to bed, basically. What have we got? Yeah, so I was expecting that. So apparently playing like this is completely legitimate, and I didn't know that. So I was expecting this, and this is the kind of result that I expect, and this is the kind of move that I planned it to play. Um, if white just descends, and I think black can just play this way. But sometimes there's this Hane, and then apparently these are the kinds of moves that you can play, and then you have to like live in the corner. It seems kind of trivial now that I analyze it with the AI, but it is something that I'm a bit unsure about. So I need to play this more in real games to get more experience. Sub to here is okay. Apparently the AI isn't really recommending to kick, but I guess it depends what AI you're using. I'm sure that the kick is kind of valid. And the most chicken shit way to respond is definitely like this. You can still play it. But what I played in the game is also valid. Although there are weaknesses that we did see. So here, what I should have done is instead of responding like this, is respond by not allowing this connection. White can't cut, so white has to come this way. But I also can't descend, because I'm short of liberties as well, so I have to connect. And after white connects, then I can play this A move, and white's stones are under attack. I'm not even sure if that's really an eye in the corner. Yeah, it looks like an eye in the corner. But it could also, or not really, if black plays again. So say it's black's move, and here, or here. So yeah, it's kind of iffy, this shape, so I'm not a huge fan of this for white. But it's still apparently even, but yeah, this was a huge mistake, or a 10-point mistake. But because this is a handicap game for me, I don't have Comey, white doesn't have Comey in this game. Actually, the game is even. So, although I felt quite bad, I'm glad that I kept playing because that was necessary. And up to here, black's playing okay, nothing huge to write home about. I even like cut here, but that was also fine. I think like slowly, white is losing points according to the AI. But I don't know, it's a playable game, I suppose. So I think over here, the AI suggests that I respond this way. Of course, because this is like this really urgent area, I guess it makes sense that black should play here. This was kind of like nice, but it wasn't super important for the game, except that I could have played a move like A or B, C maybe to connect later. So that was kind of important, but this is probably more important. Let's see. And yeah, this doesn't work. This is just like a textbook doesn't work. So I'm not sure why white was playing this. And here, yeah, this is a bit of an overplay because white is still weak. White is still weak at A, and black has all of these stones here. And the shape between these 2 points is a bit thin, so I think this is a bit unreasonable from white. So that's why I played this way. And then, yeah, the AI doesn't even want me to respond here. They just say cap this and capture because, I mean, if white plays another move here, like, there's this. I guess this kills. But it's not certain because, right, like this. So maybe white needs to play another move here. And then it's not easy. I guess it could still be possible, but not a huge fan. Yeah, so I didn't realize that this stone here, this stone had only 1 liberty left. So here, it would have been better to play either A or B. This is also like self-Atari, so I don't even have to capture here. I can capture this way. Making a lot of cuts here was quite a good idea for white, but it doesn't really work. But here, I could have played like this. I think I was most afraid of white coming up here, and then there was like some sort of liberty issue, but black can just capture, and I suppose the same thing over here. And then this just dies on the inside. So one way to show it. So of course, let white connect through here. And if white tries to make 2 eyes, the issue is that these stones here are short of liberties. So if you take it away with something like A, then you can play something like B or C later. So yeah, white's inside group isn't very healthy. And here, basically, it says to react like this, but I haven't read through the variations, so I'm not quite sure. Even if white lives, black is still quite far ahead, apparently. I mean, there's points, and then also there's all this vulnerability that we saw at the bottom of the board towards the end of the game. So it's still a really good game for black. Generally, the fighting wasn't that good for white in this game. Let's see. I didn't even have to capture here. So say that I play something pointless like this. If white extends, then this is already enough to connect black up. There are some things that white can try, but basically nothing's really working. So yeah, here it would have been better just to play this one. It makes sense because it's the shape points of these 2 white stones. So by playing here, white was strong enough to fight back, but even if white fights back, there's this Ko, and then apparently the AI really prefers this Ko for black. So yeah, even this Ko threat wasn't even amazing. So the game just basically ended here, and that's the game. So yeah, a couple of notes to learn, but still quite well done. I'm really glad that I didn't resign when I felt a bit disheartened at the start. And yeah, then I've achieved one dan once again. I think this is like I achieved one dan a week ago, but the issue was that my opponent must have lost some games, and so I went back down to 1Q. But now I'm back to 1 dan, and let's hope that I can keep it there. But, maybe not. But we'll see. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.